Hi, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna be going over 5 things you should do when you bring your puppy home. First couple things are pretty general, everyone kind of goes over them. The last few things are things I think that are just very important and will help your training a lot easier if you focus on these things early on, right when you bring your puppy home. So, first thing is gonna be desensitization, which is essentially the more the world your dog sees, the less scared they're gonna be. So the way I always phrase it is the first time you went into the bank, right? You were probably intimidated, you're a kid, you think that's where all the money in the world's at, and then now you just show up to the bank with sweatpants on because it's no big deal. And you probably don't even go to the bank, you just go to the ATM. Done. And so dogs are the same way. They're right out the womb, everything's scary, it's a big world, it's intimidating. So if you can just bring them everywhere. A lot of people try bringing them to work if you can, bring them to the park, bring them on walks to your friend's house, your cousin's house, your sister's house, your brother's house, your parents' house, everyone's house you can. Have everybody over, have 2 people over, 10 people over, as much as you can. Make noises, play music loud. Do loud things, bang pots and pans, shake water bottles and rattle cages and stomp and do things, because if the more of these things you do and they're not going to be scared, the better. So desensitization is huge. That also goes with just touching them. I think a huge thing is literally just being able to grab your puppy's face, see their teeth, open them, put your face next to theirs, and they're not going to bite you. You can have your hand inside of theirs. Do these things all the time. Lift their paws up, see how they're doing, give them rubs. Stand them up, lift up their back legs, do things. This is gonna make the vet visit easier. Okay, this is if your kid is playing with a dog, you don't gotta worry about them nipping in the face because your kid's all of a sudden in their face, because they're used to it, okay? The more they see it, the less they're gonna be scared of it. They're not gonna react to it in the future. So cover these things when they're young, when they're a little baby, and it'll make your life, hey, say hi, a whole lot easier, okay? So that's desensitization. Socialization is the same thing. You're meeting them, they're meeting new people. They're going around meeting new dogs, different smells. Socialization and desensitization are almost the same thing. Obviously, socialization just has to do with more people and dogs, and new places and whatnot, which is desensitization too. So both those are huge. If you do that, your dog is going to see more of the world. Here's a new one we're shaping. Center. Yes. The more of the world your dog sees, the less they're going to be scared. So that's 1 and 2. Oh, good girl. 3 is going to be recall. That's huge. I shaped this young. Leela is, I think, somewhere around 18 weeks old. I got her when she was 10 weeks old. So she's probably closer to 16 weeks old, actually. And the first thing I did was just work on eye contact and recall. So eye contact is number 4. Both those are huge. So she can go do whatever she wants. She's the most food-craved dog, so no matter what I do, she's just gonna sit here and do whatever she can to get food, which I taught her is sit and look at me. That means you're gonna get food. That's the first thing I did. I brought her home, and you just wanna shape things that you think are important. To me, that's recall. The whole reason I got into dog training is because my last dog actually got hit by a car right in front of me. And so I don't want that to happen to anybody else. And for all of my dogs, I don't want that to happen again. And so I think if you have a good, reliable recall, it can save their lives and it makes your life a lot stress-free. I mean, I'm out here on a public sidewalk, obviously no one's here, or a little public back trail, and I don't need to have a leash on her. She can hang out. Look at that, see? Free shaping goes a long way, okay? And then you start adding in the command. So the next thing is eye contact. Eye contact, I think, is huge. It makes all of your training way easier, okay? So if you just eyes, she's looking at me, yes, that's how you shape it. Very simple, okay? If they're looking at you, it makes recall easier too, okay? You do whatever you want. You say eyes, I go, she looks me right in the eyes. She could be super far away. You know, dogs got wicked hearing. I can make that little sound. She's gonna turn. I call her name. I say, come. And then she comes. Doesn't matter what I do, where I go. She's also just the most food obsessed dog ever. So she will always stay right here with me. So eye contact is huge. It's gonna make everything easier. Another way to shape that is you're gonna stand here. You're gonna hold whatever they like, whether it's food or a toy, and you're gonna hold it out. And when they make eye contact you say yes, or you click your clicker as a marker, and then you reward. Yes! Just like that. As soon as we made eye contact, yes, and reward. That way she knows when I say yes, she looks me in the eyes. Still shaping it, obviously, it becomes more reliable. I've been starting to use the cue eyes more. You know, eyes? Yes. And that's it. Do that all the time. It's gonna make shaping everything. Sit, stay, whatever you want. Your dog is gonna be way more engaged with you. It's a lot easier if you shape that from day one. And then the last thing is obviously just basic training. Sit is great. The way I shape this was 3 times a day. I don't feed them by a bowl. I hand feed them when they first come home. All your meals come from me or my fiance. And we just walk around and we're gonna do this. You're gonna get them jumping into you, so it's very important you drive into them, and then when I lift my hand, she sits. Hopefully I wasn't out of view there. Sits. So focus on a few basic training that you want. For me, I liked shaping her next. It's not necessarily a heel, it's we're working right now. I'm gonna be shaping a heel, and this is how I'm gonna be shaping a heel. And eventually I'll start adding in the command to that. But as you see right now, she's pretty good at just walking with me. And then if she starts smelling something else, she sees something, that's fine. She can go do whatever she wants. And then if I need her to come back because it's dangerous or I'm still going, I just recall her and then we keep going about our business. And walks are super easy. So I hope this helps, you know, focus on these 5 things when you first get your puppy, and it'll make life a lot easier for, you know, hopefully the next 12, 15 years. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I got a couple other dogs too that I'm excited to show you guys. Leela is the sweetest, newest member of the pack. So let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to answer anything on dog training. I'm a balanced trainer. So let me know. Thanks, guys.